Hi everyone. So I wanted to do another conditioning video for you all, and we've touched on strengthening feet and ankles, and we've also done one for the core. So today I'm bringing you a short video for strengthening the upper body. Now I know a lot of you are going to not really be interested so much in this video. I want to tell you a few reasons why you should be wanting to strengthen your upper body and why that will make you a stronger dancer. So a lot of times when we think of having a strong upper body, we picture like this bodybuilder physique, sort of like this Arnold Schwarzenegger type of upper body, and we think that's what it means to have a strong upper body. And we think, well, that's contrary to what ballet dancers should look like. And so first and foremost, I want to say that that's not what it looks like to have a strong upper body. You can have a strong upper body with a different kind of physique than what a bodybuilder looks like. And certainly professional ballet dancers have to have a strong upper body to be able to look graceful and look beautiful and to accomplish what they need to through their dancing. And I'm going to tell you why. So the upper body, it includes our arms, our arm muscles. We're talking about toning. It includes our upper back muscles, and it includes our shoulders. Okay. If you look at professional dancers and experienced dancers, they definitely have toned muscles in those parts of their body. So we do certainly want to tone those muscles in our body. For two main reasons. There's lots of other reasons, but two major reasons. The first is having a strong upper body, shoulders, arms, back, creates a strong supportive frame for our dancing. So if you think about things like jumps, any sort of explosive movement, one of the things that supports that movement is by having a strong upper body. It helps our posture, and it helps us to be able to look in control when we're doing those things. Pirouettes also come to mind. If the upper part of our body is weak, it weighs heavy on everything, on the rest of the lower part of the body, and then the movement cannot look flawless. It can't look controlled. It can't look effortless, and that's our goal as dancers, is to make our movement look beautiful and strong and effortless. So the first is it creates a supportive frame. The second reason you want to have a strong upper body, why that's important for ballet, is because it creates beautiful port de bras. Okay, having strong arms, having strong upper back, having strong shoulders allows you to put resistance into your port de bras, and that is what makes port de bras beautiful. Okay, that's why we look at videos or live dancers on stage, and we just think, oh my gosh, their arms, the way they're moving is so fluid. It's so gorgeous. Well, you don't get that kind of movement from having weak arms. You have to have very strong muscles and good muscle control in order to articulate, okay, or to move your arms in a fluid way, and to have that beautiful resistant port de bras. So those are the two major reasons why you as a dancer should want a strong upper body, and why it will help you be a better dancer. Okay, so without further ado, now that you're motivated to tone your upper body, I'm going to give you 5 exercises. We're going to go over 5 exercises to build a stronger upper body. You will need a Thera-band, so grab your Thera-band. Make sure you have it handy, and it might be comfortable for you to use a yoga mat. We're gonna plank on our hands, so if you feel like you want to be able to have a softer surface, if you're on a hard floor, just has something to look cushy, you want to make sure you get your yoga mat. Okay, so you can pause the video, go get that stuff, and meet me back here. So we're going to do 5 exercises, and then we're going to repeat them. Okay. The first time we'll do sort of the easier version of them. The second time I'll give you a couple of variations that you can do to increase the intensity in case you're wanting an extra challenge. Okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is our plank. So planks are actually really awesome. A lot of people think of them first and foremost as core exercises, and they certainly do require the core strength and they tone the core, but they also work the shoulder muscles. In order to bear weight on your hands, you have to be able to use your shoulder muscles. So this one's going to get into our shoulders. We're just going to plank for a minute, so it's not going to be too crazy, okay? We're going to go for the full plank, but if you get tired, instead of giving up, I want you to drop to your knees. I'll show you what that looks like, okay? So let's go over good form for planking. So first and foremost, we want our hands right underneath our shoulders, okay? Our wrists beneath our shoulders. We don't want our shoulders back, and we don't want them forward, okay? We want them right over. Now we're going to come onto, curl our toes under, and come onto our toes here. Now, a couple of things may happen in the plank. Sometimes we get the bottom dips. Okay, we do not want to do that. That puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. That's a no-go. So we want to make sure to keep our tush lifted enough to where it's in line with our upper body. The second thing is sometimes what can happen, especially when we get tired, when we fatigue, is that we collapse in our shoulders. We also do not want to do that. That's not good. So I want you to pretend that you're doming up through your chest here. You're really pushing your upper back up into the ceiling. You're really tightening up your core, and you're keeping your tush lifted. Now, the other thing that happens is sometimes we get tired, we push our booty up in the air like we're going for a downward facing dog here. That is not going to work your core nor your shoulders. So don't go there. Stay strong. If you get tired and you feel like, I really can't make it, try to push yourself a little bit more. But if you need to, go ahead and come down onto your knees. That will keep the weight properly distributed while still giving you a little bit of work in the shoulders and the core. Okay? So those are a couple of tips before we get started. I want you to look for things I want you to feel. We're going to plank for a minute and then come down. Okay, you ready? All right, here we go. Get into your planking position and start. So we're imagining that long line through the crown of the head and the tip of the tailbone. Our bottom is lifted. Our core is holding in. You're breathing nice and easy here. You may feel a little shake in your tummy. You start to get tired. It's good. It means the muscles are working. It means they're being challenged. Okay, we're halfway there. You got it. Don't give up. If you're feeling fatigued, breathe. If you feel like you need a break, drop onto your knees. Don't give up. Here we go. We got 10 more seconds. You can do it. And finish. All right. Good. Okay, excellent. So that's our first exercise. You should feel it a little bit in the shoulders. Your shoulders should feel like they got a little bit of a workout there. The next one we're going to do is with the Thera-band. All right, so go ahead and grab your Thera-band. I have a looped one that I've tied off, but you can most certainly use whatever band you have. We're going to do one for our biceps now. Okay, so I know we think of strong biceps as like those like big muscly guns. You don't have to have strong biceps, in order to have let me say that in the reverse. You don't have to have huge muscles for them to be strong. Okay. So we're going to take our Thera-band and we're going to hold it between our first two fingers and our thumb at the back. Okay. Our other fingers. Okay. So the ring and the pinky will tuck in. Okay, that's to prevent us from gripping. If we grip, we're not really using a lot of control. So we want to use first two fingers and the thumb at the back, and you're going to be holding the arms in the first position. Okay, so we don't want elbows to dip. We want to keep those elbows lifted. We're going to be pulling away and towards, away and towards. This is a very small, controlled movement, so you need to be able to feel a lot of resistance. If you feel like it's really easy, then I would encourage you to grab closer together with your fingers, that's going to give you more resistance. Okay. If you still don't feel like it's kind of easy, you can get a harder band that has more resistance, a heavier band. When we do this, we're not trying to pull the shoulder blades together. A lot of times people think that activating the upper back is pinching the shoulder blades together. That's not the form that we're looking for in ballet. In ballet, we want our backs to be very broad. Okay, so we want our shoulder blades to actually be wide and broad across the back, and we want them to lie flat instead of poking out like little angel wings. Okay, so I want you to envision as you do this, your shoulder blades down into your back very broad. Okay, you can picture it in your head. All right, we're going to do 12 of these. You ready? Okay, here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Stand up nice and tall. 6, holding that posture. 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, and 12, and 13. Oh, that was it. Okay, hands down. Thank you. So I got a little excited there. Okay, the next one we're going to do is actually in 5th position. So you're going to lift your arms all the way up over your head here. So you've got your arms in 5th position. You're holding the bands in the same way. Okay? And you're just going to pull straight down and back up, straight down and back up. We're going to do 12 of them. Okay, we ready? Sit up nice and tall, no collapsing the lower back. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. All right, the next one we're going to do is we're going to wrap our Thera-bands around our back here. So around the small of your back. You're going to grab your Thera-bands with those 2 fingers and thumb as close to your body as possible. Okay. Then once you've got it really close to your waist, you're going to pull it out and your elbows in. Okay. I'm going to show you from the side here. So basically, you've got your elbows pinched into your sides and your hands are out. We don't want the elbows going back this way. We want them touching our waist, basically. Elbows should touch the waist. We've tucked in. I'm actually going to just use my finger and my pointer finger and thumb for this and tuck in the rest of my fingers. Okay, this movement goes out and in. All right, it's getting into the shoulders, it's getting into the biceps, into the triceps as well. All right, we're going to do 12 of them. Okay, ready? Sit nice and tall, pull the abs in, and here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, oh, I feel the burn. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good, and release. All right, if that one felt really easy for you, then if you have a heavier band, you can use it. If not, you're going to have to grab closer into your body and pull out. So it's going to give you a lot of resistance that way. Okay, the last exercise we have, we're going to come to lay on our bellies. So you're going to lay right on your belly onto your mat. With your legs up behind you. Okay. All right. Our arms, we're going to lift up head and shoulders. So we're just activating the upper back. We're not crunching all the way up here. Right? We're just lifting head and shoulders up, and our arms are going to come to 2nd position. So we're going to come up here to 2nd position. Now make sure your fingers are pointing down to the ground and not out. If you point your fingers out, it's like you're doing this position, which is lovely, but it's not what we're trying to get at. We're trying to get at 2nd position. So you want your fingers pointed down towards the ground. All right? So we got fingers pointed down towards the ground here. All right, head and shoulders are up, but we're not looking up. So I want you to learn the movement now so you don't have to look at the camera or the video when you do it. Okay, so Lift your head up, looking down into the mat. Head should be in line, so you shouldn't have a arched neck here. Head should be in line with your neck and your back. Okay, arms are in second, and we're going to float the arms up to fifth, and down to second, to brava coming behind the body, and back to second. That's a set. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 8 sets of that. Okay, so practice the movement. You can take the video back and watch it again if you need to go over it, so that you don't have to look at the video while you do it. I'm gonna count each movement in 2 counts, and we'll go for 8 sets of them. Okay. All right, ready? Here we go. It doesn't matter what position your legs are. I know ballerinas were thinking about first position. What should we do with my legs? Just let them have a break. Okay. This is about the upper butt. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Lift up, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, back to second. 5, 6 to brava, and back to second. Second set, up, 2, and second, 2, brava, 2, and second, 2. And third set, 2, back to second, brava, coming back to second. And fourth set, back to second, down to brava, back to second, fifth, and back to second, brava, and back to second. Sixth set, back to second, brava, back to second, and seventh set, back to second, brava, and back to second, last set, and second, brava, and second, and take a rest. Okay, awesome. So we're going to repeat everything now. So starting with our 1-minute plank, going all the way through to the exercise we just did. We're not going to take breaks in between. Because now you know the exercises, you know the movement. So if you really need a break, you can pause the video, but I encourage you to push yourself, to challenge yourself, and to power through. You're strong. And I think we're stronger than we think most of the time. You are stronger than you think. You can do this. Okay? All right, get ready for your plank. I'm just going to adjust my camera here. There we go. Setting your timer. Ready, and begin. Planking nice and strong. Push up through your upper back here, engaging the core. Bono is in line with your back. You're breathing. Don't let your bottom dip. Halfway there, you got it. Come on, push. Breathe. All right, excellent. And grab that Thera-band. Here we go. And sitting with our first position, and we pull out and in, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, arms up, we pull down 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, good. Let's wrap our Thera-bands around our waist, around the back. Getting close. Feel the elbows out. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3. Keep the elbows in. 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. And your bellies. Ready? Arms in second. Lifting up. Here we go. Fifth and second. Brava and second. Fifth and second. Brava and second. And fifth and second. Brava and second. And fifth and second. Brava and second. Halfway. Fifth and second. Brava and second. Feel the back working. Fifth and second. Brava and second. And fifth and second. Brava and second. Last set. Fifth and second. Brava and second. And rest. Okay. Take your arms back. Here we go. Stretching them out. A nice rest here. Nice stretch. All right, good. So, those are 5 really simple exercises you can do to begin to strengthen your upper body, especially if you're giving corrections in class often about holding your arms. These would be great for you to do, things that you can do outside of just regular ballet to strengthen those arm muscles to be able to support your dancing. I wanted to give you a couple of variations you can do. If maybe after you've done this video a couple of times, you want to vary the exercises or you want to challenge yourself even more. When you do the planks, instead of doing regular planks, you can do plank taps. I don't know if you were familiar, but I'll show you what those are. So plank taps are where without moving your hips, which is quite challenging, you're going to lift one hand up and touch your shoulder, and the other hand up and touch your shoulder. So without moving your hips, it's pretty hard, but we touch our shoulders like that. It's definitely more challenging for the core, and also tapping the shoulder is going to distribute your weight more in one arm, so it's going to tax your shoulders a little bit more as well. Okay, another variation you can do instead of the planks is you can do chaturanga push-ups. These are taken from yoga, and basically it's going down into a push-up, but the elbows stay in close to the body, that chaturanga position if you're familiar. So you're going to go down and then back up. Okay, so it's a push-up with the elbows really close in to the body. They don't go out, they stay really close in, and it's a very controlled movement as well. It's not something you're going to feel like you're going to collapse into. If you want to try that, I would say go for it, but only go as far down as you can actually push yourself up. If you go so far down you feel like you're going to collapse, then you've gone too far down. So only try a little bit at a time, go a little bit lower each time, and you'll build up strength that way. Okay. For the Thera-band exercises, the way you would vary that would be to just get a heavier weight Thera-band, or you could double up your Thera-band. So if you have a lighter weight Thera-band, what I would recommend doing is basically folding it in half and doing all of your exercises here, here, and around with your Thera-band folded in half. It's going to be more resistance, and it's going to be a little bit more challenging that way. Okay, and for the one we did lying flat, our little port-de-bras exercise, you can do that one with a Thera-band to make it a little bit more challenging. And the way you would do that is you would wrap your Thera-band like a shawl behind your back. Okay. Okay, and you would grip it kind of high up here. Okay, just probably want to wrap it one more time. There you go. Make sure it's nice and tight, and then you would go up and down and so on and so forth with it wrapped around your arms and your upper back. And that'll give you a little bit of resistance. You could also hold it in front of you if you're having a hard time getting the wrap to stay. You can hold it in front of you as you go up, come back down, and then back. It might feel a little clumsy that way, but experiment and see what works for you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed those, that they were helpful for you. Once you get stronger, you can use the variations or you can just add more repetitions. And so instead of 12, maybe you do 18. Instead of a minute plank, maybe you do 2-minute planks. Instead of 8 reps of the port de bras, maybe you do 16. Okay, so you can build on it that way. So we're gonna finish up there. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.